Good Monday morning. I'm meteorologist Ted Schmidt. Here's a look outside just a few minutes before 9 o'clock from our studio looking southward along Highway 52. Things nice and peaceful now. Just a few hours ago we were dealing with another blanket of snow, a coating across the landscape. Things were a little slick at first this morning, but road crews, snow plows have been out and about. They've had several hours to clear things off, and so things are really looking good right now. 21 degrees, almost no wind. Here's precision radar. There goes all the snow to the east, now into lower Michigan for us. A quiet day, but only until this evening. In fact, by sunset, we'll begin to see the next round of snow showing up in our western counties. And it looks like this evening could be a little slick again for the evening commute as another round of snow comes in from the west, and the possibility of maybe even more accumulation than there was last time. The snowfall from last night, about 1 to 3 inches. We had 1.2 inches officially in Rochester through midnight. And here at the studio, it's 0.8 inches, so a little less than an inch. Totals around the area, again from Monday, Charles City, Iowa, 3.3 inches, Osage 2.8, Cresco 2.2, so the highest amounts overall in northeast Iowa. Austin 1.8 inches here at the studio, 0.8, and again at the International Airport here in Rochester 1.2, Mabel 1.8. Temperatures around the area mainly right now steady and in the 20s, which isn't too bad for this time of the morning. 21 in Rochester, Austin 27. It's 20 in Cresco, Iowa. Very light breeze, so the wind chill actually matching the temperature, which is any time of the year is always a blessing. It makes this morning much more bearable anyway. Air pressure is rising. We did have a little bit of moonlight for a while right before sunrise, but now it's overcast again. I'm not hopeful we'll see a whole lot of sun, but we may see a break or two in the midday with a peek at the sun breaking through. But right now, air pressure rising, 30.24 inches of mercury, 21 the wind chill in Rochester, 16 in Albert Lea, 15 in Mason City. Day planner, some sun in the midday, then after about 5 or 6 o'clock we start seeing snow develop, and the winds get a little breezier, around 16, 17 miles per hour out of the southeast. And it's going to pull in some warmth, so even with very little, if any, sunshine, you'll still manage highs around 30 and steady temperatures through the evening in the upper 20s. But there's going to be that snow going on, perhaps making for a slick evening commute. Certainly beyond that, it's going to get progressively messier for the evening hours. Storm system coming in out of the west is going to generate some snow airs. High-res futurecast. We'll look for some of that activity, and perhaps starting out as a mixture initially, but mainly snow. And again, the heaviest activity around 7 or 8 o'clock through about midnight. Again, we're looking at that developing later on. So some snow tonight, especially in the evening. Light snow Wednesday morning, and then a larger system could bring heavier snow on Friday, perhaps one of the heavier snow events of the season so far. Still about 4 days away, but right now some concerns about heavy snow for the last day of the work week. 21 degrees right now on our Monday morning here in Rochester. Fargo 20. It's 13 in International Falls, 26 in Kansas City. Temperatures overall very January-like. Here's a storm system coming in from the west. There's that snow. It develops around 5, 6 o'clock, goes until about midnight, or maybe just a little bit beyond that. Tomorrow we wake up to some clouds, but the skies will clear pretty quickly. A breezy, sun-filled day. Temperatures actually falling. We had a cold front, so tomorrow look for temperatures starting off around 30, falling to the mid-20s by afternoon. Gusty west winds tomorrow around 25, 26 miles per hour. Another system comes in late tomorrow night into Wednesday. Here come the clouds and eventually a little bit of snow, perhaps a mixture in our southern counties first thing Wednesday morning, but mainly an inch or less of snow out of that one. But tonight, looking at about 2 to 4 inches of snowfall. Mason City maybe up to a couple of inches, and surrounding our area, lighter amounts for the most part, an inch or less. Up toward the Twin Cities, certainly have an inch, maybe a little more, but that's about it. Just a minor coating. Rochester, maybe 3, perhaps 4 inches out of this for today. Here's what we're facing over the next few days. Here's the American model, the GFS. We go ahead through tonight into tomorrow. They're only giving us maybe an inch or less. That particular model is. I think most other indications that we'll get a little more than that, maybe 2 or 3, 4 inches. Looking ahead at Wednesday morning, about another inch, maybe an inch and a half. And then here's what we're facing for Friday. Look at these whopping numbers. We see this is the cumulative week total, but subtract what we have today and maybe Wednesday. And you're talking possibility Wednesday, Friday's system, 11 or 12 inches of snow from this here in Rochester and in La Crosse. That's the heaviest. Now, the European, a little more meager, looking at an inch or so tonight, an inch or so on Wednesday morning, and then that Friday system bringing about an additional 6 inches of snowfall. So in total here, the range we've been looking at right now, anywhere from 6 to maybe 10, maybe 12 inches, but looks like several inches of snow at any rate for Friday. But that's something we'll iron out and nail down when we get closer. But 30 degrees in Rochester today, 31 Austin, 28 Mason City. Mostly cloudy skies, light snow very late in the day. Again, 2 to 4 inches of snow, the heaviest around 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, ending shortly after midnight. 27, but a gusty south breeze at times up to 20 miles per hour. And blustery with some sunshine, gradual clearing in the morning, some sun. 31, the high temperature west winds 15 to 25 miles per hour. Wednesday, a little snow early, about an inch or so. Friday, again, we're talking 6 to maybe 10 inches, maybe a little more. That is a possibility. And then the weekend looking rather cold, blustery Saturday and sub-zero early Sunday. Of course, that's going to be the heart of our Eagles Cancer Telethon Sunday morning. My shift on telethon's the same as always, 4 until 7 a.m. Of course, the Rochester Caledonian Pipe Band are playing that night. Saturday night, not the first act, one of the first, I think, 3 or 4 acts are playing at 8:20 on Saturday, incidentally, for the Eagles Cancer Telethon on KTTC. But in the meantime, yeah, be safe on the roads today. Things may be a little slick this morning from what fell last night, certainly this afternoon, this evening, mainly evening hours. We're looking at some slick spots with that snow developing again. And it's going to be kind of a busy week, so people doing some shoveling and some snow plowing off and on throughout the week. In the meantime, have a great Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow.